You ever just have that one friend who's so completely psychotic? No, you don't? Well, I got a story for you then, and it's completely, utterly insane. So, remember that game I told you about in the last storytime video? Yeah, this takes place in the same game. I met her in a random server, we became decent friends, and then boy decides to show up. Now, out of respect for them, I'm gonna keep their identities a secret, so I'm just gonna call them Roxy and Max. Max claimed he was 18, but he struggled to use grammar properly. I was confused on why he couldn't use grammar properly, but I never did consider if he had some sort of disorder or something. Yeah, I never did think about that because I'm a complete dumbass. But anyway, next thing you know, they got really, really, really close. They got themselves into a little relationship, and I was pretty much just like, you know what? You know what? I'm happy for them. You know? Pretty cool. But that's the start of everything going down under, because eventually he said some shit like this. I was completely dumbfounded. Like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Really, does he even know where she lives? So he was pretty much saying his girlfriend's house was no man's land. And it was haunted. I think that's what he mentioned. I think he also mentioned it was haunted. So I kind of butted into their conversation because I was utterly confused. But then, as I did that, everyone started hating me. Like, what the hell? Am I the only sane one here? Do you not question this shit? And then it got completely worse. On a random day, she's pretty much all like, I think she lived in the UK, so she doesn't really know much about being Christian, and at first I had no problem with it, but then not even a day later she says this. It hasn't even been a full day, and she's pretty much saying she can sense demons. So I replied in the most logical way possible. You're screwing with me, right? Nope. She was serious. Look, if you're not religious or in another religion but want to be Christian, you can, all you want. Just don't say you learned it in less than 24 hours because I'm pretty sure it doesn't take 24 hours to learn about the religion. It should take a lot longer. So I think the logical people here who are watching this are thinking, well, you didn't want to take that bullshit, so you decided to leave and never speak to them ever again. No, it got worse. A whole lot worse. Who the hell would recommend a self-exorcism? I don't even know how to do that. Also, I want to apologize now because I am a bit salty from it still. I mean, can you blame me though? Because the whole thing was pretty stupid in my opinion. Anyway, I'm pretty much saying something like, even if I did, how would I do that? And one of the worst mistakes in my life was asking that question. Yeah, no, thanks, but no. No, fuck that, I'm not doing that. And that's when I finally decided to avoid them as much as possible. But then like a while later, like a long while, I ended up running into them again. And they were arguing. I had no idea what they were arguing about, but I didn't really care. I was just trying to vibe. So yeah, they ended up breaking up sometime after that. There's probably one other thing I should mention. Max was kinda using his family drama for clout. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you the amount of times I've heard the same story over and over again with his father and his brother arguing and whatever. So, in a nutshell, they're both crazy. I'm pretty sure some people aren't going to believe me, and honestly, I don't blame you. Even I wish it was a fake story, but it sadly was real. So, to end off the video, I'm going to thank you for the funny number.